That's annoying. I've been looking for that forever. So we'll see if anybody shows up. Joining us live. As you can see, hey puppy, come here. Get over on the blanket. Quit sitting over on the floor. Get on the blanket. Get on that blanket. Up, 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 up. Up, up, up. Up, up. He's not going to do what he's told. He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. Nobody looks up when he's a bad boy. Nobody's going to join us today, I guess. It's no big deal. What time is it? Let's look at this Garmin watch. It's 2 p.m. Tennessee time. One of these time zones that's metric, so I think this means that it's really 11 a.m. in a real time zone. So if you can understand how old-fashioned clock works, it's top of the hour. You're just leaving for a road trip? Right on. Where are you going? Somewhere where there is Long John Silver's. Turns out Long John Silver is a big deal. Yeah, see, it's 11 in a regular time zone. In this time zone, it is 2 p.m. How's the audio? Is it all right? There's the band. There's Mello. And there's the puppy. Got some fish going. I thought we'd just go live, see if anybody's out there, but I don't think anybody's out there. Except for Woods. Thanks. I don't know where that is, but have a good trip. Well, I asked for lots of hot sauce. I got 0 hot sauce. So now I feel like a chump for not bringing any hot sauce with me. Do I have any hot sauce in the van? Dang it. I don't think I do. Waffle fries. They're not that good. DJ. That dog gets French fry. Look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. He's got his foot on a table. What are you doing? Go sit over there. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. No. No. Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Nope. Up. Jump, jump, jumpy. Jumpy. Nope. No. Go over there and go jumpy. Up, up. No. Back, 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 back. My old dogs could say the guy could go backwards. He can't. He doesn't know how to go backwards. He only goes forwards. Turn around. Yes. Jump, jump, jump. No. Jump, jump, jump. Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. No, not here. Jump over there. Mello, you're getting the fry because you're not an idiot. So it won't just show me the chat. Wait, maybe it will if I do that. Live chat. Look at that. So just DJ was the last one, I think. I have 2 best friends in the world. Just got back from the goals shooting event, but decided to eat some lunch on Silver since we don't have these in Arizona anymore. This is what they would look like through a waffle fry as you're being eaten. So let's say you were underneath the waffle fry and this happens to you. That's like getting eaten by a shark for people. I went by a Buc-ee's. I can talk crap about Buc-ee's now. I don't like it. I'm down on Buc-ee's. There's a hush puppy. This is sort of like one of those eating videos, except it's better because it's really feeding puppies. I forgot how greasy Long John Silver's is. Huh. What do you know? It's greasy food. Interesting. I wonder why they won't just let the thing stay up. It keeps disappearing. Is there like a way to make it stay on the screen for us? Who thinks they can guess what I'm drinking in here? That means you'd have to know what Long John has and what I feel like drinking. A dozen. think I've been to Omaha. There's no way you could support a dozen. No, not lemonade. I never drink that. I would drink lemonade at home, but I couldn't drink store-bought lemonade. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're rushing me? Quit crowding me, you. You see that? I almost got wailed on. They tried to gang up on me. No. I almost did iced tea, but I'm in the South. And if you get iced tea in the South, it's got like a cup of sugar in each cup of water. I can't deal with that. I grew up with some sweet tea, but sweet tea from like the Midwest, where it's like kind of sweet, not the stuff they have down here. I think we only had like 2 in Tucson or 3. I guess I don't know, but I think they were all owned by the same guy, and he eventually got rid of them. Look at how nice they are. You would think, oh, these dogs are nice. These dogs just sit quietly all the time. So attentive. All right, so you get the big piece. I guess the girl will get the big piece. That's what it's like to give a girl a piece of fish. I don't know if this boy will eat fish. Would you mind eating this piece of fish? I guess you would. He's just willing to eat the fish for video. Just because he's on video. What are you doing? He really doesn't, he isn't allowed to touch the table. Normally he would get a real good whooping for that, but because we're on video, I'm not allowed to whoop him. You get kicked off if you whoop a dog on live video, probably. Let's see. Documentary about restaurant trends. Interesting. Well, the trend with Long John Silver's is they overfished that supply of fish. I suspect those fish cost a lot more than they used to. I'm not saying it's good. I just miss the breading, and I do like the breading. When I was a kid, I would ask for extra crumbs, and you get all kinds of extra much of this stuff. Anyway, it's not that good. I'll just set this aside somewhere over here, and I'll put this over here without any sauce in a week, and then I'll wipe this table off a little bit. This was root beer, by the way, and it's gross. I'm probably gonna throw the other half away. It was A&W root beer. I'm into Barks only because it's got the caffeine, the bite, they call it. And I don't like wasting my time drinking sugar water that doesn't have caffeine in it. Yeah, extra crumbs, exactly. So I guess we'll try turning this on and see what happens. Got the laptop with the new battery. I was leaving for the trip, and this thing, the back panel of the laptop was like this. The battery had like puffed up. You ever had your battery puff up on it? It like puffed up and knocked this case off. I thought when I painted it, maybe I did something wrong and the bottom fell off. And then I was like going to pack. And I'm like, no wonder this laptop hasn't set straight in a month. So I don't know how long it's been like that. But I did one of them things where you deliver it straight to, what do you call them things? Barks got bite. What do you call that? The little things, the little deals at the at like a grocery store, so that you just pick up your Amazon package. I walked into a Whole Foods. Well, I'm going to try to show you the Arrange event if I can get the laptop to turn on here. Let's see. It's probably going to give me an error because of the batteries not only charged yet, but we'll see. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. Or it has, so let's see if it doesn't this time. Oh, it didn't even turn on. So, is it still on? I can't tell. That light's on. Ah, crap, it was. It was on. There we go. Okay, there we go. You don't have to look at this. Boom. So first, let's grab one of these things. Everybody should have one of these. This one is from G10. You can get them, or no, GIQ, I guess. You can get them from different places. This is the card I forgot to bring this morning, so don't leave it in there. And then this plugs into your laptop, and then look how many things. All these different things can plug into it, so I'm going to use the SD card reader on there in just a minute. Because first, what we'll do is open up. Here, am I allowed to do this? I can do this, I think. They can't get mad at the gun just laying there. There just happens to be a gun laying there, big deal. I'm not touching it. Do they even know that's a gun? You think they know that's a gun? So, see how nice this is? This folds up here. Let's see, you don't need to see all my stuff. This folds up here, and this zips, right? And now I just zip the top off. I zip this off, or I take this out, right? And then that's the, what do you call that thing? The landing pad or whatever? Okay, so then this thing opens up, and normally this would be in the top of that backpack, right? And then I got my deal here. I pull this out, and I immediately turn it on. That gets this started, and now this is going to start talking to satellites, and that way I know if I can fly or not. Then I got a 3-pack of batteries, so I usually go with my little routine of batteries. But if you forget which battery you're on, look at, she's just over here walking around like she owns the place. What are you doing? Get out of there! Psst, 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 psst. Get out of there! Get out of there! Go sit on your blanket. Sit on your blankie. That's what it's for. Sit there. Good girl. Sit right there. Sit right there. Just start sitting down. Start sitting down right now. Just start sitting down right now, and you'll be a good girl. She's a bad girl. No, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. She's being a good girl? No, she has much on the edge of being a bad girl she was, though, but she's being good. Boy, look, he's sitting there perfectly in frame. Anyway, so if these things ain't working good, you just touch that button, and it'll tell you. So now I know this one's good. See how this is the first one I flew today, and this is the one that's still in the robot. So, there we go. There we go. You got to pull his front legs forward so you can get his butt out of there. Then I can touch robots on the video. It don't care if I'm touching a robot. Look at me touching a robot. It don't care. So anyway, that's the robot. It's really fast to go. You push this and you're up in the air. Actually, I need to put my piece of foam back in there. I might have left my little piece of foam in the van. That's annoying. Alright, I blame a little piece of foam. So we put this cover back on. And it can go back into the bag. I usually put it in without a battery. And then it just fits over here. And it's actually normally goes in real easy. Then the battery goes on the bottom. That pack of batteries goes on the bottom here. So I'll put this one in. And now we'll see. I use this one first. And once it gets to about 2, I take it out because I figure I don't know how long I'm going to be up there. And I went to that second battery. Actually, I'm not going to put these back in, but normally they would just go in down at the bottom like this. Then the controller fits at the top there. But I'm going to plug these in. And when I plug them in, it'll start to charge. It'll figure out what's going on. And then it'll go, okay, I think it's going to charge that one first. No, it's going to charge this one first. So it says this one's good to go. I'm going to charge this one because it's closer to being charged. And then I'll charge that one last. It's kind of a smart charger. I like it. So far, knock on wood, it's been kind of there when I've always had a battery when I need it. And then I plug that thing into my solar generator in the van. And then I run this Kestrel. Super fast. All you do is open it, and it's and you push any button, and then it's on. See, I can blow 13, 15 miles an hour. I know 9mm people, that allows me to blow this well. They just through watching them blow all the time, I learned how to blow as good as them. So this is an indicator. 9mm people use this and have blowing competitions with themselves, from what I understand. So now I'm going to put this up over here. And, oh, I was actually pulling that thing out because I'm also, right in its butt right here, you got a chippy. So let's pull that chippy out of its butt. All right, I'm missing comments. This thing won't leave the comments on the screen. I don't like doing stuff on a phone because of this, because it's annoying. Scott's out there, welcome. Morning. It's not morning here. Okay, in this time zone, this awkward time zone, 2 o'clock. How crazy is that? Here's the other thing. People out here, they let trees grow anywhere they feel like. Anywhere the tree wants, that's where they allow the tree to go. I guess that's okay. However they want to live their lives out here. But trees everywhere. It's crazy. You put stuff down out here, it just stays wet. And sometimes it gets wetter. So that makes no sense. Like if I have a shirt or something that's all wet, I'll set it down. Or like a wet towel, set it down. It just stays wet. Like what the hell? Don't they have any idea how to work the temperatures out here? Or their humidities? I don't know. So I'm going to try to jam this thing in here actually instead of goofily like I just did. So if it's wrong, that's fine. There we go. All right, I think I have the right correct one in here. And now I'm going to put this other chippy into here so I don't lose it. All right, so I don't know why I turned this on. Oh, I was doing that out of habit, I think. So this thing's awesome. Definitely get yourself, if you're getting a drone, get one with one of these screen deals. It's more money, but the quickness or the speed or whatever of not having to dink around with a phone is amazing. And phones always suck. They never can work well together. I've had one pair that worked well together and I literally had to leave the phone, for the drone. So this is super way to go. This is the cheap one. The more expensive one or the newer one or whatever has little antennas here. I was wasn't sure, so I went cheap. And cheap for the expensive one, if that makes sense. But I would definitely recommend the other one now. All right, let's get in here. Now we're gonna, good, we got my mouse back. I didn't have a mouse earlier today. Very difficult to get stuff done without a mouse, by the way. So I'm gonna go backwards since, you never know. I think the first stuff wasn't anything to write home about. All right, so this is the range event at Goals. Thanks to our, thanks to everybody who's joined us. Thanks to our Patreons. Took me a minute, I was bullshitting, I guess. Does it have a follow me mode? Probably. I don't use those. I have a tinier one. I have this guy right here, and this one can follow. In fact, I don't need the remote control for this one. You just turn this, I don't have the battery in it right now. I have 3 batteries for this one that go under here. You tap it 3 times and then the modes are right up top. So this one can go into, right off your hand, it can go into follow me around mode really fast. I carried around this little European bag. This is a European backpack. This is like a heavy duty backpack in Europe, but it works with my tiny mini drone really well. And then normally I would put I have my Garmin watch in right here right now, but normally then I have the batteries in here right with it. So battery pack and then drone in a heavy duty European backpack. All right, sorry. So what we're looking at is Goals. This is the event. So we're taking off from the ground. Most of the event took place on the ground down here. This is the sign. This is a road to go into it, but you didn't park there. We actually parked way down over there. Eventually, after I get done bullshitting, coming up to people I was talking to fly these drones around, so we were talking about drones and shit, I think. So this is unedited, obviously. Raw footage. So this is where you would drive in, and these little carts are driving all around up and back and forth to the parking area. You register with these little blue tents right here. You can barely see it, but at the bottom here is the food trucks and stuff. A little bit of parking. This is like the range, the actual range is like office, right? So this is where you probably check in if you were going there as a regular shooter. They have a 22 range you can't see over here. Then this was some stuff, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 bays. There was a 5th bay that they weren't using, and then there's a walkway over here to another place. Yeah, another place that we'll see here in a bit. So this is looking down from about 200 something feet at it. This was dead air suppressors and some other stuff. They're actually over here. This was something else. This was, I can't remember our names. We'll see the pictures in a bit. This was some kind of pistol or something over here. And then that's Barrett. This was a 50 cal over here. There was Tannerite somewhere, so that might have been Tannerite. And this was some other handguns, I think. Actually, I think all of these were handguns except for that Barrett. So now I'm panning around a little bit. Raw footage here, so just playing with it. That zoomed back out to 200 something feet. And then I think I look down. I like to look down. So there's the landing pad thing that I just opened up here. That's what this landing pad looks like from 200 feet up. So now I'm coming down and looking around, or attempting to. And you can tell from the scale, this is approximately how big a van would be. This is approximately how big a person would be. What you can't get from the video is it's ultimately humid. It's essentially 110% humidity. It's 97 degrees or something. All right, so that was the first video. And then, oh, you know what? I think there's more actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. I think if we get to me fucking around here. Yeah, I forgot about this. So this is, I'm sitting here fucking around behind that sign really. And then that's Jared from Guns and Gear. And he's like, I'm going to take an obligatory selfie or whatever. And I'm like, well, I'm already taking an obligatory drone footage. So why is it being weird? Anyway, I don't know why it's glitching. But somewhere on there I have Jared taking a selfie with my drone behind it. So look at Jared's selfies. There'll be a drone flying behind him. All right, so this is the rifle range area. And you would park, I don't know if I'll really get good footage, but you wouldn't park here. The vendors parked here, but you'd walk in. There's a footpath between these trees over here to the handgun range. So that first range we looked at, the handgun range, is over here. And now this is the rifle range. And as you walk in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, 7 bays or something. Because they don't have any straight lines in Kentucky. Everything is twisted and curvy and up and down and all over. They took their cues from Arkansas. So everything here is kind of all over the place. So it's very difficult to take a drone footage of it. Very, very difficult. All right, and you can see the parking lot and stuff. I'm definitely talking to a guy about drones right here the whole time. He makes drones, one of the guys that works for GOA at this event. Actually, that guy. We were sitting there bullshitting. He builds drones, so now what I'm doing is going up and zooming, so it looks like I'm driving around in there, but I'm really getting further away and higher, and I'm just zooming more and more. And I was trying, see, it's all kind of in trees, so I'm trying to stay way over here, but then move the drone around so we can see down into these bays. So I guess that's XTAR, SRT. I'm going too fast. Mantis, maybe? I can't read that one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 bays, 5 bays. So you really had to do some walking. And then, I don't know what I'm doing. I lost where I was at, I think. And I thought I was closer over there. All right, so I think that's about the end of this one. That's nice. I'm zooming out over nothing. All right, this is that same area with my first jump up into the air from there. And now I'm bullshitting with that guy again about drones. So I gotta edit this. Yeah, I gotta edit this at some point. All right, that was a boring one. I think I go up and do some footage here in a second, though. There we go. At some point, I figured out that I could do that pan. There it is. And then did I do it at the end? There we go. I think this is the money shot from this one. So I figured out if I get out of there, I can kind of make, you know, do the pies or whatever they say, and then get in there. So that's boring, but that's the rifle side of it. These are going backwards. So now I'm, oh, that's nothing. Now I'm back at the main side, or the handgun side. There's Clover, totally oblivious to a drone flying around behind him. So I was hoping that he would turn around and then I could get Clover starting it as I went up, and showed how big the event was, but I decided I'd show how oblivious Clover is to everything. Look how many people are there, and Clover doesn't even know there's a drone flying like 30 feet from him. Not less, well, probably less than 30 feet. Anyway, that's what Clover looks like at an event, sitting there talking in the smoking area. And then next, that's Ben from GOA. So these were those booths where you logged in or whatever. There's a dog. It has Ear Pro on. Let's see. So again, you can see how it kind of curves around. I'm not good at the panning, so it's kind of jumpy. I'm also thinking I can get some still stuff out of these. These are pretty decent. You can get the cart driving in here. Tried to follow along with that cart, but the trees are like all around here, so I'm kind of scared with the drone to not hit a tree. I need something that they need to make a thing that has a camera on the top of your head that looks at your drone and gives it to you in a little picture-in-picture, so that you can watch what your drone's doing while you're watching what you're doing. You don't have to, you can't look at your hands. You have to let your hands just do your thing, do their thing. But you do have to kind of look at least 3 things at a time when you're droning. And this is where I'm a little bit climbing around, trying to get over to the dead air area there. But again, I'm scared to knock into a tree. Coming back around. I'm also doing my best not to fly over anyone. I'm basically right on top of myself the whole time here. This is some of the food trucks, and then a place to eat. And it's not raining now, but I think it's one of these things, it's a time of year where it rains like in the afternoons or whatever. So this was John leaving, and I was going to try to get some drone footage of John taking off. That's the dude that put on the event. Yeah, there's no restaurant signs nearby, so I did all right. I was confident. It did take me like an hour, it felt like, to turn this one on because of the way the trees are here. This is like an opening, but everywhere the trees are up, and it couldn't find 13 satellites. It needs 13 GPS satellites before it'll lock onto the location, and it would hover between 11 and like, well, it never hit 13, so like let's say 10 and 12, and really took forever. So I ended up turning off the controller and turning it back on, and then it did find the 13 satellites and then locked in. Because that was my problem, is that I wasn't locked to home. It was locked to the old home on the other side of that sign. That's what the trees look like there. We did a really good job. See how green they are? They got sticks on them all over. Again, they just let trees grow anywhere in the East. It's ridiculous, really. And you know what happens in trees? Bugs. There's all kinds of bugs out here. Oh, this is the parking lot. So there's the puppies. One puppy and the other puppy. This is the parking lot where we parked. This is a pretty nice place. That's a little workshop or something, and then there was a country store over there. There's this road, and the range is probably right in here area. And then as you go another 3 or 5 miles like out of this area, you go past all these little cabins that I'm assuming are for rent, because there's nobody in them and they look like rentals. They don't look like people own them. They all look too close to the same. So I'm guessing it's a place you can just go out and rent these things, but this is the kind of terrain and the kind of environment that the range happened in. All right. Oh, I think I look down in a minute. I go around a circle and then I look down, I think. That's what it looks like coming down towards that big orange dot. Oh, that's not a whole video. I hope I got video. This is where Ghost lives. When on the way out here, stopped and ate dinner with Ghost, and gas us $2.75 there. This is what it looks like in his neck of the woods. That's power line. There was a wicked sunset happening, so I was like, dude, as soon as I stopped, I was like, hold on, let me jump out and grab a drone, try to get this sunset. I think it was a ripoff because the sunset looked good for us, but from up here it looked shitty. So I think it's one of the optical illusions of the way that the sun is hitting the atmosphere or something. So it wasn't all that dramatic up here. Usually this thing will catch, good, neat stuff, but this didn't look all that neat. So I brought it down to try to knock the sensors in, and from the ground that was really neat though. And that's what it looks like where Ghost lives. All right, well, so that's a quick summary of the stuff at the range. I've got a bunch of pictures on my camera, so I got pictures, but that's the fun stuff. Let's see. I'm on my way to pick up a passenger. Just a quick question: has Goals been worth going to? Well, I've only been to the range day, so the range day was interesting. It's the convention center, like downtown Knoxville. Then the range was like, 20 miles from that. And in Knoxville, 20 miles is 40 minutes. So that part's lame. But everything out here, they let the world decide where they're going to put their streets. So I guess that's one way to do it. Out west, we have the responsibility to the environment, really, that we went out there and laid down highways first and then built cities around those highways. So all of our streets are nice and straight. Everything's flat because we own bulldozers. And if there's a mountain in our way, we knock the mountain down. Out here, they built all these roads and stuff before there was bulldozers. So all the roads go around every mountain out here. It's horrible. It's bad for the environment. It wastes energy. But anyway, so the thing was far away, and you seen the event. It was, I would say it's probably close to the scale of SHOT Show, even though it's not. It could be, but the problem is SHOT Show has a lot of stuff going for it, including the big range. So they don't have a big range in Kentucky, as far as I can tell, so they shouldn't do it in Kentucky. I'm just saying, it's too humid, and it's a bad place to do it. They should do it out west where it's decent. The temperature would be hot, but we would have no bugs and none of these humidity to deal with. But anyway, so they don't have a massive straight line to put all their bays on, so it's hard to judge, really. Somebody could probably do some math technically and figure out how many bays or area, square foot worth of stuff was out here. So if you just wanted to pull triggers and you just wanted time with what do you call them, clients, or what do you call that, people, manufacturers, if you're trying to create content, you got to look at it like you want to have time with these companies. I guess that's what I'm looking for. And the only time you're going to get time with a company is really at an event like this, because they built it for time like this. Like there is no other event that has just a media day that's anywhere near as large as this. So, and it's real companies there, and if they know that it's just media there. Now, I wasn't shooting and I wasn't waiting in line for nothing. I didn't pull any triggers. I could care less, honestly, but I really didn't want to wait in line and take everybody else's time, because what's the point of me pulling the trigger and wasting somebody's time who actually does that kind of stuff on their channel? But so I'll have to get that kind of feedback from somebody who's not biased like Clover, but somebody else can tell me, somebody who we don't know should tell us how the lines went and how it was talking to the manufacturers and stuff. But I suspect it's golden. I suspect all the why is he saying customers, all the manufacturers are kind of, they're in a mode where they don't have to sell, and they can be proud of their stuff. So I really think it's an interesting atmosphere. Now, I think there's also an element of you had to wait in line for a while to get your badge because they drop like the bus off, so all the people get there and it's the first minute. So they're printing off badges. Oh, and then they printed the badges at the event. Bad idea. I don't know why they came up with that. It takes minutes to get your name. Let's say it takes moments to get your name, and then it takes minutes to print the badge. And all this is a label printer where they stuck two labels together. So one, it falls apart, which is horrible because this is humid weather, so it's going to get all sweaty and fall apart. And it's two stickers stuck together, so they're going to fall. Paper's going to fall apart, and you're going to be left with a page of stickiness. So I would say print these ahead of time on decent quality paper so that people that are going to keep it can keep it. I have 25 years worth of badges like this. So this is one of the few that looks like it's been through the wash because I had it on my shirt. Normally I put it in a badge holder, but I didn't bring my badge. Well, I brought my badge holder, it's sitting right here, but I didn't bring my badge holder to the range. Brought it to the parking lot, but I didn't bring it up to the range. And I'm kicking myself because I ruined my badge by wearing it. That's another reason you never want to do this. This is a horrible, I mean, they're trying to give you a lanyard, which is nice, I guess. If you collect lanyards, people do that. I don't, but I have a massive lanyard collection just because I don't throw them away. But it's a nice lanyard, twist, an actual nice metal thing. And it says goals and shit all on it. Global Ordnance must have helped make these happen. But, this kind of stuff can be handy for like remote controls or maybe something in the shop or, lots of things. These can actually be pretty handy. But this, I mean, again, you could think of this as garbage or you could think of this as something that you're going to keep as a memento. And now, years from now, somebody's looking through their badges or something and like, oh yeah, I remember that year at Goals? But they're going to say, hey, remember that year where it took like 3 minutes to print each one, so we all had to wait in line extra long? And the badges fell apart right after. So on the badges, if you don't think they're important, then you just wasted your time. But I think badges are overlooked and an opportunity. So they did get some advertising on there, but I would say they failed on the execution. Let's see. So anyway, was it worth going? I don't know. I don't want to crap on it. I don't want to say it was not worth going. I don't like driving all the way over here. For Scott, like where I'm at, like, dude, that was 2,000 miles or something crazy. So no, I don't think it's worth 2,000 miles worth of driving, unless you're really, really into this stuff. Now, if you are really into this stuff, I would say it's second or third to SHOT Show. You could say that one of the other shows is better, maybe, depending on which direction you're going. Like, Train and Learn might be better than this, depending on what you're doing, where you're at in your career. If you're a girl, going to Girl and a Gun, definitely better than this, but only girls can go to that, so that's lame. It's a rip-off. And then, some people could say NRA is better. Personally, NRA, you got the opportunity at NRA to see the NRA change. At Goals, you get to meet all the GOA people, and there are a bunch of GOA people, and I've never met one that's a dick. Like, they're all cool. Like, they're all fine. They're nice people. They seem genuine. I haven't, had very many long conversations with them, but I'm assuming they only hire people that are decent. So, just because of the whole team seems like they're decent. I don't know. I don't think they're just all getting paid so much that their smiles are on their faces all the time. I think they really are having a good time doing good work. So I think that part of it is worth attending. I don't know, man. I think it really depends on the person. It's not a hands down you have to attend. It's not that. But, if it was in Arizona, yes, it would be hands down you have to attend for us. Looking at these things, smaller and laminated would be better. Now, the size is important. So this size is probably the nominal size, 4 by whatever this is, 4 by 6. No, 6 by 8 probably. Because this is what badges are made. Like, this is the standard size. They went with this. I can understand they went with this. In fact, they probably had these printed as badges because of the hole. They didn't punch this hole in it. But They definitely should have printed them ahead of time and maybe done something if people didn't pick them up or something, or send them to people if they didn't pick them up. I mean, heck, what the heck? What the heck? Let's see, would it be better if they had hosted 2 events, balanced hosting in the Midwest, East, Midwest, West? No, there's no excuse for having anything this far east. Name an event this far east that's good. Name it. There is none. It's too humid over here. There's too many effing trees and bugs, and it takes too long to drive over here. And trust me, the people that live here have to hate it here. They must hate it here, so they would love an opportunity to go west. Anywhere west of the Mississippi is better than here. I'm just saying. I've only been everywhere, and this is the best place to go. Good to get the badge info ahead of time. Bring a oh my goodness. I should have brought you a badge holder, dude. I didn't know that you didn't have badge holders. Oh, man. Oh, dang it. I could have so many extra badge holders I could have brought you. But, are you gonna, when are you gonna be there tomorrow? Or are you gonna be there on a Saturday? I'm actually, got some stuff for you, so, let me know. Let's see. But yeah, definitely bring something. I'm kicking myself. Like, I almost always put my badge in my badge holder because it's multicam, and it's been to every event since 2010 that's happened. That's worth the shit in the United States. So, you know, it's a good idea to do that. It's a good luck for the event. But I totally forgot about it, honestly. I was taking all my crap out of my bag. Well, I took my phones and my spare battery, and then I said, that's all I need this today, because I thought that's all I was going to need. And then I went back to the van like twice or 3 times and never picked up the badge holder, which I could have since I went back and I wasn't thinking about it. Actually, I'm kind of stupid because I did go back to the van twice, technically, that I went back up. So, yeah, anyway. I blame the dog. He was being bad, and that distracted me. This one, the bad one. You can tell he's bad. Look at the way he's laying there. One leg crossed that way, the other leg crossed that way, sign of a bad dog. Good dog, sitting on her paws like she should be, like a good dog does. She's bad though too, so don't act like she's good. All right, I'll be there tomorrow afternoon. Okay, cool. So Friday afternoon you'll be there? Good. By population density, it makes sense, but I totally agree. No, it doesn't make any sense. People out here, sure, there's a lot of people out here, but a lot of them don't count because they don't like guns. So, you know what I mean? Like, do they count? Good to get the badge. Okay, I've got that one already. I seriously, I'm like, okay that I came out here, but kind of pissed that I had to come all the way out here for this. I'd come out here for Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I'd come out here for fireworks. I'd come out here, Dolly Parton wanted me to come out here. I would come out here for other things. I definitely would come out here to go down to the city of Athens, a little bit south of here, and check out the Battle of Athens. It just happened like this month, right? Like that was an anniversary. It just happened. Or it's about to happen. I forget. I know I put it in the calendar recently. But for coming out to a whole event, no, it should be west. Let's see. Is Ghost going to be doing any more products, or is he done? Oh, podcasts. I think he's going to. He's working, right? He's got like a gig now, a new job. So I think that he's like not chomping at the bit. He is planning on it, but he's basically, you know, I don't know. He should have put it out there maybe, but he's got sort of a plan or whatever, and it, you know, that'll be kind of. It was on limbo or something. I don't think he's ended it for sure, but we didn't really talk about that, I guess. So what's on tap for tonight? Well, this little dog is probably going to start waking up in a bit and want to eat, because he's only eaten once today. And this little girl will need to drink a lot of water, because she's been drinking a lot of water lately. Other than that, I think Clover wants to go eat some Chinese food. But I would like to find out if there's something good going on. Let's see. Okay. I think that's everything. Thanks, DJ, for dropping some links out there. I can't highlight nothing because YouTube hasn't figured out a way for me to be able to click on this and have it show up on the screen. Like, that would be too difficult. Let's see. I wish more organizations would consider Kansas City and Omaha. Heck yeah. With proper airports, yes. And arenas, aplenty. The center of the country is just... Well, the thing is, here's the thing. The center of the country is environmentally better because everyone uses less gas to come here and to go home. And there's other reasons. And think how low the corn prices would be. Corn would essentially could be given to everyone for free. The anniversary was the first, thank you, for the Battle of Athens. Goals is moving west next year. They should announce where this Sunday. Good. Then I might go again. Daily access to your calendars, thank you. So, I got stuck sitting behind the camera there. Now my old self has to unwind. So, let's see. I didn't get anything good over there. That's kind of weak. Very weak sauce on the giveaway stuff. At least I didn't see. I didn't go up to any tables. Maybe they had patches or something I missed. But I got, let me do this without giving away his info. I got John Richardson's official NRA business card and destroyed it because I didn't bring my badge holder. If I would have brought my badge holder, this thing would be in pristine condition because I would have put it into a nylon badge holder. But instead, I stuck it in my pocket and my shirt got drenched and it's destroyed. I'll probably get one from him at the show though. But I thought that's pretty cool. Soon, one of these days, not soon, but one of these days we'll have him on to chat about the new direction of the NRA and how it's gonna go with the new reform candidates and how their experience has been, and just curious to see how he's doing his thing as we go here. So you should be able to zoom the camera. It's weak that YouTube. Oh no, I guess it does let me zoom. Is that zooming in on my dog? Did that just zoom in on the face of this dog, or is that just for me? Is this zooming? Let me know if this is zooming or not. If we're actually getting the zoom, or if it's just happening on my screen. I guess it's not happening for you. You're not saying anything. All right, DJ's taking off. Oh, it does zoom? You're seeing my dog really much in his face right now? That's what it looks like when he's sleeping. That's what it looks like when a bad dog is sleeping. Bad dog. Bad dog. Oh, he's acting like he's not a bad dog. Good dog. No, he's sleeping. Look how sleepy he is. I'm going to give away fish. I got a bunch of fish over here I'm giving away. Whoever wants it can come over here and eat it for free. All this fish right here I'm going to put on the ground. I'm just putting this fresh fish right on the ground. Fried fish right on the ground. French fries right next to it. Oh, he woke up for French fries. All right, well. Oh, he woke up. He's about to get him a yawn. Look at that stretch. Look at that stretch. He's all pissed. He heard about fries. He's like, I had a dream about free fish. And I woke up and it's horrible. Nothing. There's no free fishes anywhere. Poor animal. Let's give him a free fish. Let's keep that up. Thumbs up in the chat if that dog needs a free fish. Here, this is the worst possible thing I can give you. Some French fries. I would give them kibble, but I'd have to walk past them and then make noise in that thing, and then they would go nuts. And I don't want to make them go nuts. Boom. One for you, and one for you. There you go. Eventually, as soon as Mello's done eating, he'll walk over there and make sure that Mello didn't eat only half of a French fry. And maybe she's cutting down on her weight and she didn't want to eat the whole French fry. He'll go find out. All right, well, thanks everybody for joining us. I guess if DJ's taking off, nobody's saying anything else, we'll wrap it up. This was a useless, pointless chat other than seeing the footage of the GOA shoot and chatting it up a little bit. Got to say hey to Agorizer though. Are you just driving? Or are you flying or what? If you're just now driving, have a good drive. Safe travels. I didn't see any rain, have any rain until just outside of Knoxville. So hopefully you have a good, quick trip if you're driving. And I guess we'll see DJ. Well, I think I chatted with you. I don't know where, but if you want to just like PM me on Instagram. I put Instagram back on my phones for the trip. I've had Instagram off of my phones because I hate it, but it is good for chatting, so I put it back on the phones. I'm also posting stuff over there a little bit. Pictures of them mostly. Some food. Who wants to eat food? They're not falling for that again. I put down a moving blanket. You can get these moving blankets for free from a place called U-Haul. You just go in there and ask them for one. They usually keep the old ones that they'll give to people with dogs, or whoever wants them, I guess. But the old ones that they're got rips or stains or something, and they don't want to use them for customers, but they'll keep the old ones. And if you ask them if you got some that you can use for a dog, they'll give them to you. And these are great. I put them down in the hotel, and again, they're very inexpensive, but they're that. What is that material? Like, I don't know what that is, but it's like almost a puffy material, right? It's made to kind of be strong, but also padding, and it works great. It's like a magnet for her fur. So one, she lays on it, and it's comfortable. It's got her stink in it already, but it's also not, her fur would be sticking to that carpet, and that might get me a cleaning deposit or whatever. Let's see, starting the drive in the early AM, about an 8-hour trip. I'll hit you on the IG when I get settled. Right on. Well, like you guys say, have a good drive. There was some things at construction Gizzard was telling me about, but they're almost permanent construction. It's not like, oh no, we need to get the road fixed. It's like, oh, we're fixing this road because something bad happened. But it's like the signs are permanent, and the lanes are already changed and stuff, and the people are all real familiar with it. So the real problems were the hills. I don't know, this probably is old news to people that live around here, but out west, the hills were engineered better. So trucks don't have to slow down on hills out west. Here, they got to stop dead all the time. So going up a hill, the trucks will stop dead, and then trying to get a giant semi-truck to start again going uphill, it takes like 2.5 hours. So most of the trip, the time taken on the trip in Tennessee was for those construction spots, but not because of the construction. There was no construction. It was just like as wide open as it could be, but because it congested where those trucks slowed down. And mostly it's just dicks that don't know how to drive near a truck, and they brake in front of a truck, and then that, kills the truck's momentum and gets it stuck on a hill, and then everybody behind it is stuck. So hopefully if you're driving in the right times, you'll sneak right past that stuff, because the truck drivers know what to do. It's those idiot cars that get in front of them that don't know what they're doing. It's actually, I think you could do a whole channel on just watching people be dumb around trucks, with the dash cams and stuff. And I have rear cameras now, so the camera's pointing front and back. The stuff that people do around trucks is annoying. It's amazing and annoying and frustrating and dangerous and scary all at the same time. I know I've done it before, but people that do it on a regular basis oh my goodness. They should make everyone, before you get a driver's license, make everyone at least drive around in a semi, so that they know what a semi can physically do and what it can't do, so that people don't drive like that around them. But anyway, I'll quit lecturing you all on how other people drive. All right, good to see Ron 2A Matters out there. I don't know, are you going to the show? Will we see you over there? I don't think we've met, but we'll see DJ in a few days, I guess. And Foss never comes out this far east because he's smart. And that's everybody. See Ag Riser, I guess, tomorrow, maybe. I'm not going to be there a whole days all the time because of these two. Because she's bad and he's also bad. Oh, and then Woods was out there, duh. I think Woods might be gone already. He was heading out. All right. I do not like scrolling on this thing. Does it wiggle the screen and you hear my fingers every time I'm scrolling? I think that is what I've been hearing when other people are doing this. I'll probably have to do it more though, because look how hard it was for me to turn on the computer. It was very difficult for me. So maybe I'll go live on the computer again, but this was actually a little bit easier. I just don't like the comments. But I probably won't, because I like being able to put comments on the phone. Let me just pick that dog up real quick. Come here. All right, now I'm done. Ow, what was that? He just tried to stand up underneath this table and clocked himself. Yeah, I bet you that hurt. You ever think of looking up before you stand up?